Hello and welcome. Great to see you all. I'm here to release my new book, The Way We Loved, and I'll be reading the first chapter with you all. And rest of the chapters we'll be recording later, maybe with an AI-based voiceovers, and then we'll be uploading very soon. But right now this is the video of the first chapter that I'll be reading with you all. So, romantic fiction, a love story, yes, but one that gently unfolds into something deeper, where compassion matters more than the romance and more than the conflicts, and where no one is left behind. So, I hope you like it. Soon we'll be releasing in Hindi also. Again, I'll be coming and reading the first chapter with you all in Hindi also. And enjoy it. Thank you for being here. And something about the books, you know the kind of liberty that they give you. You can read anytime, anywhere, at your disposal. And you're free to dream anything. The story may be same, but 5 different people reading the same story will be imagining differently. That's the beauty of the book. That is the beauty of the book reading. It's peaceful, it's wholesome hobby, I would say. So think about it and enjoy while we read the first chapter. Thank you for being here. Take care. Stay well. Chapter 1. Voyage begins. The ocean was still waking up, breathing gently under a pale golden sky on the uppermost deck of the luxury cruiser Maitri. Vedant stood alone, his eyes fixed on the wall of CCTV screens in front of him. Each screen offered a glimpse of life below. Strangers in their best holiday clothes, clinking glasses, laughing over buffet breakfast, sunbathing, jogging, falling in love, falling apart, every frame a story. Vedant, tall and calm, in his mid-60s now, ran this ship not like a businessman, but like a silent guardian of stories. He had made it a rule, never interrupt, never interfere. Just observe. People reveal themselves most truly when they think no one is watching, he believed. Screen 3, a young girl trying to carry 2 glasses of juice, almost spilling one as a boy stepped in to help, a smile. Screen 6, an elderly couple walking hand in hand near the viewing deck, the sea wind dancing with her scarf. Screen 9, a lone man staring out at the horizon, a letter in his hand, torn at the edges, never posted. Vedant's face barely moved, but something in his eyes shifted, like a memory brushing past. Among all the morning scenes flickering across the screens, one caught Vedant's eye. Screen 12. He looked back at the CCTV feed. A woman in her mid-60s had just stepped into one of the corridors. Clad in a neatly pressed uniform, clipboard in hand, she moved with quiet command. The younger cleaning crew followed her instructions carefully, almost respectfully. She wasn't part of Vedant's crew. She'd come aboard a few weeks ago through a third-party agency that handled housekeeping contracts for long-haul voyages. No one paid her much attention, but Vedant had noticed her. There was something about her, not beauty, not charm, a certain stillness, a dignity in how she carried herself. He didn't know her name, not yet. He stared. For a moment longer, the face, something about it, stirred a thought, but he didn't chase it. He turned to the sea again, letting the moment sit quietly beside him. The ship sailed on. Suddenly, the satellite phone rang. Vedant turned from the screen and picked up. It was Vidisha. "What time are you docking tomorrow?" she asked. "I'll come to the port. Navy wants to come too, and the kids are asking about you." They've already packed your favorite snacks. Vedant smiled. That smile only a few people ever got to see. Late morning, he replied. We'll be there. And something softer had stayed behind. Vidisha's voice, gently, slightly amused, with that familiar tone of care that years of marriage had not worn out. He glanced at the CCTV wall, just watching the ship wake up. You and your ship world. Navy's back? Vedant's voice lifted a bit. Yeah, she arrived this morning. Surprise visit. I told her you are still on the sea, and she said she'll come along. So what time? Should be around 10:30 a.m. if the tides are kind. There was a pause. I made your favorite paneer today, she added softly. Vedant smiled, looking out through the glass. Then the tides will definitely be kind. They stayed silent for a few seconds, the kind of silence that's full. Take care, she said finally. You too, he replied, and tell Nivi not to dress like it's a wedding. It's just her boring brother-in-law getting off a ship. Vidisha laughed. You don't know her. She might actually wear a lehenga for drama. The call ended, but something lingered, the warmth of Vidisha and the unexpected sparkle of Nivi's name. Vedant turned back to the screen. Screen 12. The old lady had moved on. The staircase was spotless now, like someone had walked through the time and left a quiet proof of care behind. Vedant wasn't always a silent observer on the deck of Maitri. Once he was inside the ship's belly, a merchant navy captain, steering cargo vessels across oceans, collecting sunrises, storms in silence. He spent nearly 4 decades at sea, not chasing ambition, but carrying out duty with a quiet discipline. He wasn't the type to invest in stocks or rush after gold. The only thing he ever bought for himself, apart from books and walking shoes, was a patch of land, 10 acres wide, along a lonely stretch near a highway on the outskirts of Pune. People laughed. Too far, too dry. What will grow there? Cactus? Vedant smiled, as he always did, and said nothing. He just liked the silence of that place, the way the wind moved from without effort, the way the land waited without complaining. When he retired, there wasn't much in his account, just some humble savings, a few household belongings, and that land. 6 months passed. Then the letter came. The government was requiring the land for a new flyover, infrastructure project, urban expansion, development. Suddenly the same dry patch was not useless land anymore. It was prime corridor. Vedant read the offer once, then again. The amount was so large, he thought it was a mistake. He asked a lawyer to check. It wasn't fortune. Had arrived, not with noise, not with show, but with quiet certainty, like a reward life gives to people who never try to outsmart it. 3 months later, he bought Maitri. Not as a business, not as a cruise liner. He bought the ship to create a floating world, one where people could meet, love, break, heal, and sail through life for a while without chasing anything, just like he had. End of chapter 1.